Good afternoon. Thank you all for being here today. My name is, can everybody hear me? Okay. My name is Jen Dawkins, and I'm the proud parent of two Dallas ISD students. I believe in the power of public education and the opportunity it has provided my kids in their learning each and every day. From the time my oldest started kindergarten, I've been active in their schools. And like many parents, my involvement started with the PTA, supporting the group of parents and the staff that were already there, giving their time and energy. And over time, my role grew, and I was able to serve for 2 years as Geneva Heights president of the PTA. And then this year, I've assumed the role of SBDM at Geneva Heights, helping lead the campus steering committee. 3 years ago, I met another neighborhood SBDM chair, Alex Enriquez, and we have become strong allies in the pursuit of excellent education for all DISD students. I was immediately struck by Alex's commitment to the kids in our district. Here's a guy whose kids weren't even school age yet, and he was in the trenches advocating for the best possible school system. As I've gotten to know Alex, I've realized that his commitment to the schools in our neighborhood really stems from a love of the city. As you'll hear, he grew up in Dallas, went to these schools, has deep roots in the community. He helped to found and lead an amazing education program, City Year Dallas, and now I'm excited to have him come up here and share how he plans to positively impact even more kids. Please join me in welcoming Alex Enriquez.
Thank you, Jen. Good morning or afternoon. My name's Alex Enriquez. I'm a third-generation Dallas ISD graduate. My grandparents graduated from Crozier Tech and Woodrow Wilson. My parents graduated from Spruce and Bryan Adams, and my siblings and I graduated from Hexter, Hill, and Bryan Adams. I'll also be a Dallas ISD parent when my oldest starts at our neighborhood school, Lipscomb Elementary, at some point during the term. When I was a student at the ISD, so many of our leaders had deep connections to our community. In high school, my principal, my assistant principal, and my trustee were not just my neighbors, but they also had their students as their children as my classmates. Miss Arthur was my calculus teacher, and she graduated from Bryan Adams a generation before me. My mother and I both had an English teacher named Miss Lehman, the same person. This top-to-bottom commitment to our kids, our schools, and our community was critical to the success of every student. DISD's commitment to and belief in me inspired me to a career in public service. For the past 6 years, I served as the executive director of City Year Dallas, a national education organization that helps to maximize the lifelong success of DISD students. Leading an organization that partners with the school system has afforded me the opportunity to work with trustees and administrators, the ones who are running the second largest school district in Texas. But more importantly, it has allowed me to listen to the students and watch how school board policies impact their day-to-day lives and their educational outcomes. I did my best to communicate that to DISD leadership. But it is time that students, parents, and neighbors have a direct voice on the school board. And that is why today, I am excited to announce that I am running for DISD District 2 trustee. I see much of the debate about DISD reform happening at the conceptual level, oftentimes borrowing national ideas without considering the real implications on our students and our communities. Don't get me wrong, conceptual reform is important, but as your neighbor, the playground debate I hear is about whether or not Dallas families should send their kids to DISD in the first place. This debate is about trust, and whether or not my friends and neighbors should trust Dallas schools with their kids' future. We can't implement conceptual reform, provide innovative programming, and raise test scores if parents don't trust, at the most basic level, that DISD leadership will act in the best interest of their kids. In my life, I've been a DISD student, an advocate, and a community partner. You can trust that I will use my experiential understanding of how our schools work, how they are really doing to ensure the best outcomes for our students and communities. And I will continue to grow that understanding by actively listening to this community throughout my term. In our part of Dallas, we have a number of great schools, great neighborhood schools like the two right behind me. And I've been privileged to work alongside a number of longtime parents and education champions who have put decades of effort into changing the narrative about Dallas schools and our neighborhood. I am humbled by all of the parents, community members, teachers, and administrators who have done and are doing this important work. They have been so successful in making our school a destination for families, and it is because of them that my family lives here today. But there is so much more that can be done. Until all families can trust DISD to give their children a world-class experience, we have work to do. Until Dallas spends an equitable amount of money on each and every student, we have work to do. Until DISD families feel like their voices stand out among the bureaucratic chatter, we have work to do. And until every real estate agent in the Metroplex brags to their clients about how great DISD is, we have work to do. I want all of you to feel like a partner in this work and not like a squeaky wheel. With the parents and neighbors of this district, we can make sure our children have the same excellent educational experiences in DISD that I had. I believe in our schools because I believe in my neighbors. And it's time for a change. It's time that we had collective leadership that we can trust. Join me. Believe in DISD. Vote Alex Enriquez for DISD District 2 trustee. Thank you. Woo!